Hello and welcome back to Snetterton Farm. This is the second video and we're going to carry on from where we left off. We're still harvesting field 4. We're just taking our second load out of the combine and then we can run this up to the store or silos, silos on the farm, to the silos for storage, and then we will hopefully we'll get this finished. We can start, well, we will get this finished, then we can start on the straw collection so we can get that down to the bio plant. And I think we need to get some other work done on the farm so we can get a bit more direction as to where we're going to go. So I've got, how many have we got? Another, well, we've got 3 more fields to harvest. We got well, they're all to the left at the moment. We've got 2 fields of root veg, so we got potatoes and sugar beets. Reasonable sized fields, not massive but enough to give us a reasonable harvest, as they've not been, well, I take it they've not been fertilised. I know the fields haven't been ploughed because they're showing they need ploughing. I don't think there's any fertilisation on them either, so we're going to get rock bottom productivity from them, but it's going to be enough to get going for what we need. So this is our first lot of wheat and we can use this for quite a few other things, or we can sell it on. It'll be good for food for the pigs, or we can use barley for the pigs and we can use some wheat. Oh, need to slow down and watch that. We can use the wheat in the seed masters and get some dressed seed, which saves having to buy some. If we make enough, we can probably sell it and make some money as well. So anyway, we'll get this back up onto the field 4, ready for the next load from the combine, and we are going to, from here, I'm going to get a tractor set up with the potato harvesting equipment so we can start harvesting field 3. I take it, yeah, it is field 3, yeah, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 2 has got sugar beets, 3's got potato and 5 has got barley. And then 1 is a grass field, which is the one just out here on the left. So yeah, we're going to run this out, we're going to put this in the field ready. I don't want to start it yet. I've not used these ones before, so I'm probably going to have a go myself, or I'm going to, actually what I'll do is I'm probably going to set a worker going, but I want to watch it because I don't know how these work, so we'll wait and see. So yeah, I've never used the ones on the combine. Well, I've never used the potato ones before. I've never harvested potatoes yet. I've done beets, and I've used the sugar beet ones that are in there. These all come with the farm, as so there's no, I've not bought anything here. If I don't like them, I might sell them and then just lease one of the big harvesters, which is going to be a lot, it'll be a lot simpler, probably a bit of overkill for the size of the fields, but for ease and getting them done and getting them harvested, so I can start prepping the fields for the next product, because I want to start doing some other stuff which is going to be more profitable for the farm. The sugar beets and the potatoes are basically just going to be for the pigs, and the sugar beets are going to go to the sugar beet factory if I go that way and get that placeable. So anyway, I've just grabbed the little Massey, which is more than powerful enough filling this Bergman trailer. Well, it is while it's empty. We'll see how it goes when it gets filled up. I did say I'm going to run 2 workers. At the moment I only want to run 1, just keep an eye on the money. I don't want to start burning for it too quick, so I'm going to leave doing the potato field for a minute, and I'm going to start harvesting the straw, or collecting the straw, so I can start running it down to the biodiesel plant while the worker carries on harvesting the field, which hopefully shouldn't be much longer. Probably only going to get 1 more harvester load out of it. I don't know whether I'm going to say I nearly got a full trailer, not spot on, it's just under. I don't think I'm going to get another trailer, as it's an unworked field as such. It's just been seeded and left. So yeah, I'm going to leave this. I'm going to put a little bit of music in the background, and then I'll pop back when we got some more bits to do. Other than that, I'm just going to be waffling about nothing, and we know we know what we want to do. We need this to go to the biodiesel plant so we can get liquid and dry fertilizer, and we can get some biodiesel, and then the potatoes and the sugar beets, we need to do those purely because one's for the pigs and one's for another placeable factory if we're going to go that way. If not, I've got a load of sugar beets which I can do other stuff with. So it's basically just harvesting the fields. It's going to be a little bit tedious to start with. A lot of the journeys I'm going to probably skip between driving down to the biodiesel plant. The first load I will drive down, so you see I'm doing it. Well, I've got to do it anyway. I'm not using Courseplay because I can't get it to work. I have downloaded it. It did work when I first got the game. For some reason it stopped working. I think they might have had an update or something in the game which affected the Courseplay. I have tried to download Courseplay 5 and it just doesn't seem to want to work. I've had it. It shows in the mod menu. It shows that it's in there, and it either doesn't come up, or when it does come up I can't do anything with it. So I'm just going to stay with what I've got at the moment, which I'm more than happy to do. So we're on our way down to the biodiesel plant. So yeah, I'll come back in a bit when we get down there. So I'm not going to put I'm not going to bother putting any music to this. It's not too long a drive, but overshot that. Good job the gates open out. Just check the road, make sure all clear. A couple of cars coming, but if we're quick we can get going before them. There is traffic on this map, and there is gold nuggets. If you've watched the first video you would have seen I think I found 1 gold nugget at the moment. That autosave really does lock it just for a couple of seconds, which is slightly annoying, but it does help so you don't lose your progress. So yeah, I've only picked up 1. If I do them all, I'm going to do them all except for the last one, and we'll only get the last one if we get really short of money. Yeah, so yeah, I think we'll carry on going as we're going. I'm just going to carry on talking next. We're nearly at the biodiesel plant. It's just down this and around the corner. When you go in there, there's 2 unload points for making digestant. I don't know whether there's any difference of using them. There are 2 pickup points for digestant, and I don't know whether they're different or not, or whether they're all linked. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to just dump them in the first one. I'm going to put them all in the same one, and then if I can pick them up from either, as you see here, look, you've got two on there. You got on the left. You've got two digital level indicators, or whatever quantities in there, or I'm putting in. So that's the first one. Then you've got the second one there, and then as you see, as I turn around on the right, because that one on the left, first one on the left there is the diesel. You've got two digestant processors there, and they've both got pickup points in front of them. So, and they're separate because the hatched area depicting your load zone aren't joined, they are separate. So there's a nice placeable area there. I think I did say that on the first video. And as you come up here on the left, when you get to the wood yard, there's a nice placeable area there as well, or there's a big enough area in the yard to put some placeables in there if required. That is something I really need to do at the other, where the rest of our equipment is, up the wood yard. We can get some wood cut and start getting some money coming in from, there's a chipper up there that chips and automatically sells to the wood yard, which automatically gives you money. I think in that wood yard there is a couple of places where they make, or there's the wood yard where it makes the barrels, the pallets, and I think the cartons or cases, I can't remember. So that might be something we'll look at doing in one of the episodes, maybe one of the earlier ones, so that we can have some nice rolling of the money. We do get some money coming in from a windmill, which is supplied when you start. To get a bit of money, it might be worth getting a solar panel. That brings in a nice little bit of money every hour. But other than that, I think we just need to get these fields fertilised. This is alright, except for going up hills. This is struggling a bit going up a hill, but it'll do at the moment. I can put one of the big ones on there, but there's no real rush at the moment because I'm waiting on the combine to finish, and I can move in on to field 5 for the barley, because that's where the combine's definitely go. I could probably put the New Holland in there with a slightly smaller header, because it is a slightly smaller field, but like I say, I want to try and run with just one worker at the moment. Maybe a little bit slow going, but we'll get there once these are done, and we can we need to plough and then do a bit of fertilising. I've put it on 1 times fertilising, so depending on what I seed into and what seeder I use, whether I can fertilise with a seed or whether I'm going to need to fertilise before or afterwards, it doesn't really make much difference. I'm either going to have to do 2 runs or 3 runs depending on what I'm going to plant in them. This big one needs to be something that is going to give us some good money, so it's probably going to be something like soybeans or sunflower or something like that, as the New Holland has got a sunflower header. Being small, excuse me, but it has got one, so I have got the facility of that. You start basically with the basics of everything, so I could really sort of grow anything, so it's not a problem. Right, I did do a quick jump time there while I loaded up the header and hitched up and bringing it into field 5, which you can see is just literally the other side of the hedge. And then we'll get this set up. I'm just going to turn this around just to show that I'm doing it and it's not just getting done. Some of it will be done if I'm running out of time, I may run into the night. I don't like putting them up at night because it gets quite dark and you can't see what's going on. It just looks like lights. So I've just put in there. I just want to empty this one out. We'll pop this up. Try and keep vehicles neat and tidy. Doesn't need to be sitting in the field with product in the back. We can come around, drop the product, and then park the trailer up, and then it's neat, and then we know where it all is. It's all in the farmyard. So sorry about that. Just need to take a drink. Got a bit of a dry throat. So that's field 4 all harvested, and now we're going to set up our worker on field 5 to harvest. I said barley, didn't I? It's not barley. This is soybean, which is quite nice because it's a nice little learner. We're not going to get max potential out of this because it was never fertilised or ploughed. So we'll get what we get out of that, but it's all free money. So we will jump back and carry on collecting some straw. Oh, excuse me, I'm not having a lot. Having a bit of a time. So anyway, I'm going to leave you watching this for a bit because just need to get this clear, get them. I'm going to do, I think, almost every load down to the biodiesel plant, or down at the bio plant. I'm going to put at least one full trailer into the silos, so I've got straw for the pigs and the cows. I don't want to run out of them. There was some already in there, but not oodles to last me. I just done a jump from there because you don't want to see me just driving around the field picking up hay. So this is the second load. I'm probably going to do a jump cut down to near the bio plant once I get out on the road, and this is probably I'm going to do most of it, because then it'll keep the videos at a nice length. But we're going to get moving on. We're not going to be stuck doing it over. I don't really want to speed up time too much. 5 times is more than enough. So here we go, into the bio plant again. Drop the second load. I think we're probably going to get about 4, maybe 5 trailers out of the field. So we're either going to get 3 or 4 down here and 1 in the silo, or yeah, I think it's about 4. So if we get 4 and we get 3 down here and 1 in there, that's not bad for a field that's not been fertilised. I may do a swap round where they are at the moment. I may put soybeans in the big field 1. So field 1? No, it's not. It's field 4. And then the one that the soybeans is in at the moment, I might put either barley or wheat in that one. I might do barley in this because I use barley with the pigs, but I still get straw with that, so I'm still going to get. And if I plough beforehand and then do fertilising, I should get 100% productivity out of them, so I'm going to get a bit more out of the fields, both of them. So anyway, I'm going to go and start a work. No, I've gone the wrong one. I'm going to go and empty the soybean because he's nearly full, and then because that's near enough going to be done, I'm going to jump in and get the tractor going harvesting the potatoes. Actually, tell a lie, I've already started him going round, but I'm having trouble. It's not working very well as I'm not used to it. So you can see down the bottom, I tried it. but the header and the trailer sits off at an angle and the header sits straight on, so I don't know how that works, as in, does it pick up where I'm topping? So you seem to top and it only seems to pick up half of what you've topped, so I'm not over keen on that setup for potato harvesting. Like I say, I've never done the hay potato harvesting where excuse me, where on the beets, when you top them, the harvester behind harvests exactly the same place or directly behind where you top, and I'm quite surprised the potato one, the trailer at the back, sits off to the angle, but there you go. We'll see how it goes, see how the work handles it. It sort of annoyed me, so that's why I decided to do it. I cut it out because I was having a right old to do with it, and that's why this harvester's got so far on around this field, because I jumped a bit of time where I was messing around. I pulled up the trailer after dropping the one down at the bio plant, come back, jumped in that tractor, and I messed around in that field, then got the worker going, and then jumped in this come here. This one's gonna, I thought it was almost done, and because it's not a fully fertilised field, it takes a little bit more just to fill it up, but we're nearly there now. So we've got our first lot of soybeans, we can put that into storage, and then if we get the soy milk one, we've got soybeans over that, or we sell it if we need some money. So we'll offload this one, and then we can get the worker going again. Right, sorry, jump cut there quick. I unloaded that, got the worker going. Well, I've parked him to one side because he's not full. Got the worker going. I've decided I'm going to sell the potato and the beets harvesting equipment, and I'm going to lease the machines to do the fields, because once I've done these, I don't think I'm going to be planting root veg again, or if I am, it's not going to be for a long time. I'm going to have a lot more money, and I'm either going to be able to buy them or I'll just lease them again. It's cheaper that way than paying out all the money for the equipment. So just quickly jumping around, sold all that, and I will let you know when I sold the 4 bits of equipment. I sold them and I got 224 £113. I'm renting this Grim Tektron 415, leasing it, and it's costing me just under 9,000 for the initial lease. I think it might be a little bit more than that. The initial is 9,000, and then the first daily rate is at 1,000 or so, about 10,000, which is a lot less, because to buy this I think it's about 90,000. This is a modded one. I will put the details, I think this is on the mod hub, but if not, I'll put the details in the description of the video. I'll get it out, my brain is not working at the moment. So this is the one for the potatoes, so hopefully I'll be able to put a worker on this and let him go. Should be able to do it all in one. This does hold 100,000 litres. Like I say, it's modded. I suppose it's a bit of a cheat. I could have got the original one. It's more expensive to lease and didn't hold as much, and it wasn't the quantity, because the other one would have had more than enough room. It was more the lease rates. It's like, I don't want to spank all my money on buying it, but I don't want to spend so much money on leasing it. So literally it's the tiniest of field, but so now you can see we've got like over £200,000, which is quite nice. It's not a bad little machine, this. I suppose I could have bought it because I had the money from what I sold, but I didn't see the point in buying it when I'm only going to use it this once and then park it up. I don't know whether I'm going to be doing potatoes again. I'm going to have a lot. I've got some in the silo, and then I'm going to have a whole stack there, so I don't know how much is there. So anyway, I'll leave that. I'm going to take the 2 tractors that are here and park these up. I've got to put everything away, got to make things neat. Don't want to leave things scattered everywhere. I'm quite, on some of the games I've played, I've been quite messy and left bits everywhere, and then when you go to use them, they're nowhere near where you want them, and it takes you ages to get to where you want them. So I'm going to make sure I put most of these away. We'll chuck them in this one. There you go. See, none of the bits there, sold them all. I've kept the different seeders though. One for the beets and one for the potatoes. So if I do decide, because they're full anyway, I don't want to waste the seed. So I probably could do another one of potatoes, get the seeder empty, then sell it, and then harvest those. I'll rent it again and store them, and then I've got loads of potatoes, which I'm probably never going to use them all. So anyway, that's the sugar beet field done. I'll get this last little bit that the workers missed, and we'll empty this. So yeah, it was one point now actually it was using the 2 workers, but there was a very small crossover. Basically I've started that one, parked the tractors up, and then they just finished the little bit. So I should be able to get all of this in this trailer. Then we can park the combine up, because that is going to be all I'm going to need it for now, as I've got no more product that requires a harvester. Just put this on the header. I used to have quite a bit of problem getting these on the headers, but I found now if I square it up and just go past, so you can see the red lugs, and come back just a wee bit, then lower the head, sits on the trailer, pull back a bit more and it locks in. Okay, drop it, lock it in, and then unconnect it. It's so much easier. That could have gone back just a little bit more, but it's enough. It's not going to fail the tractor as long as that centre bit is roughly about right. So yeah, we're going to take this back to the farm. We'll park this up, then we'll see how the potato harvester's getting on, because he must be getting near the end, because it's quite a large head on that. So we may need to get the trailer around for that, or if not, we'll come back, get the sugar beets, we'll unload those, and then we'll come back to the potatoes. So I'm just going to stick this down between the shed, then I don't have to mess around with the trailer. That's fine. I could have put him in the big shed, but he's alright there. Yeah, we're still waiting for the potato harvester. He's still going. He's nearly done. So we'll unload the soybean, and we need to get back to picking up the straw, because literally we've done 2 loads, and we've got a lot more on there. After looking at that, I think we're definitely going to get 4 loads down to the bio plant, and I'm definitely going to get at least 1 in my silos. So, which is quite nice for a field that isn't been worked. It's just been left to grow. So we'll unload this, park this up, keep the farm neat. Keep it neat. Probably need to give them all a bit of a wash soon, because they've all been running around the fields getting dirty. I do need to look at doing a bit of mowing. I've got 3 grass fields which are growing wild. I can either convert them to a product or we'll leave them as grass. So, but we can look at that at a later date. Right, so leave that in there. I suppose I could do a little bit more in cab with the tractors, but I quite like third person view. You get to see all the scenery around and the product you get. You can see there when I was messing around with the other ones, I did have a little bit that I picked up and I didn't want to waste it, so I just chucked it in this trailer. And now we'll go and get ready to unload the potato harvester when it's done. We must be getting nearly there because he's right in the middle. Yeah, looks like he's probably got about one more run and he'll be done. We'll see how the worker deals with it. Right, he's all finished. We're now unload him, and I don't know how many trailer loads we're going to get out of this. So, here's one. So just taking a bit of a picture there. But that's one trailer load. I've at least got enough in there to almost fill a second. We'll wait and see. I don't think there's going to be three. So we'll go and unload the trailer. I should have brought the bigger trailer, but I didn't think there was going to be that amount. So spin this round, take this to the silo. Once this is empty, we can take it back to the shop and release, so we don't get another daily charge. The animals are still good, as you see. They're all 100% cleanliness, 100% productivity, except for the sheep seem to be 99. Don't understand why. I think, well, I don't know why. I gave them 100% of everything. Might have to have a look at that on the next one, or once we've got this done. So we do need to check that. But there are 99, 1% isn't that bad. I'm not losing that much sleep over it. It's going to be making me some wool. Not that I'm expecting loads, as we've only got 10 sheep. I probably could buy some more, but I don't know. Don't know which way I'm going to go with the farm. Are we going to deal with products? Are we going to go factories? Or are we going to go animals? If we're going to go animals, we've got to look at planting stuff in the fields that's going to allow me to feed the animals, because the more animals I get, the more feed I'm going to get, so it's going to bump up. Right, second trailer, there is like 1% left in there. That is so annoying. I was hoping it would all fit in, or it was going to be a lot bigger. I think I'm just going to dump them on the ground here so I can get rid of them, and then I'll just buy a front loader and a bucket for the Massey. I've got a Massey with a front loader attachment, so I can get a front loader and a bucket. I'll just scoop it up and then chuck it into the silos. Yeah, there we go, look, there was nothing there. So anyway, I'm going to leave the tractor with the potatoes in it there, because I can unload that in a minute. I want to just run this back before I get any more fees. I won't get another daily fee. I just want to get rid of it before I forget, because I know what will happen. I'll unload that'll be set on the field, I'll start doing something else, and before I know it I'll go, crap, I've left that, and I'll get myself another fee. So I'm going to call it for today on this one. This is going to be the end of this one. This is another 30 odd minute one. Thank you for watching. Come back next time. We'll be doing sugar beets, roughly about the same sort of thing, but hopefully with them we can move on to other stuff. Thank you for watching, and see you again next time.